Hello, I'm Chris Atkinson, Rocker-funded PhD student at the Department of Archaeology, University of Sheffield. And I'm here today at a location called Coldside Oaks in the Upper Derwent Valley within the Peak District. It's owned by the National Trust and the site forms part of the Dark Peat Site of Special Scientific Interest. As such, I needed various permissions to come here, and so I'd just like to thank Natural England, the National Trust property team and the National Trust heritage team for allowing me to come here to excavate. An excavation is all well and good, taking samples, discovering new things and stuff, but it doesn't really mean an awful lot unless, a bit wobbly, unless you're taking records of everything you find as we go along. So as you can see here, the piece of paper, we've got a context recording sheet, and here something to help identify colours of the different soils that we come across. And on these records, as we look at the trench, hopefully you can see a couple of sort of layers in there. For each layer we encounter, we want to record its how compact it is, what colour it is, what's its composition, i.e. what's the soil made up of? Is it clay? Is it silt? Is it sand? Is it a combination of a few of those? We also look at measuring the depths of each of the layers we come across, and also record what the inclusions are like. I mean, there's an obvious inclusion down the bottom here, the trench, all that stone. But other inclusions could be bracken roots, which we have an awful lot of here. Very invasive on archaeological sites. So what we've been doing is, as we've excavated down and encountered these roots, we've taken them away, and I'll be disposing of them in green waste. But other inclusions which we're interested in are things like charcoal fragments, charcoal flecks, because this is a charcoal burning platform, so you'd kind of hope to find that sort of material here. As well as the written record, we have a planned record. We produce drawings of each, either a bird's eye view plan or a section plan drawing the side of the trench, which I'll be doing tomorrow. And as you can see here, I've got these poles. These are ranging poles. They're basically scales, and I use those for taking a photographic record. So at the end, I can compile a report that describes each of the layers encountered and tell a story of really the history of this location. How did this site, or how was this site constructed? How was it used? And what sort of impact has there been on the site by burrowing animals? As I say, roots as well from various trees or plants. And all of this will go into the regional historic environment records and the archaeological database.